Okay, the last thing I want to teach is dilutions. We'll fill in the notes, we'll look at that, and I will teach you the easiest way in the world to do this. So you might not be able to read this, I'm sorry if it's too small, but a useful laboratory technique is to make concentrated solutions, and then, you guessed it, dilute them with water to make less concentrated solutions that you need. The more concentrated solution is called a stock, S-T-O-C-K solution. To make a solution by dilution, you do the following equation. And it looks extremely complicated, but it's very simple. We take the volume of the concentrated times the concentration of the concentrated. That equals the volume of the dilute times the concentration of the dilute. Now that sounds like a disaster. Let me teach you the easier way to do this. It's extremely simple, I promise. This is what I want you to do. For a dilution problem, I want you to always do the following. Multiply the pair and divide it by the loner. Okay. If I wrote this equation, A times B equals C times D, and I asked you to solve for any of them, let's say I want you to solve for D, you would multiply the pair, A times B, and then you would divide it by the loner, which would be C. So, ignore the equation, just remember, multiply pair, divide by loner. So here we go. What volume of 1.5 molar sodium nitrate solution would you use to make 200 mils of 8.5? So the pair are the numbers that are by each other. The loner is the one that's alone, so it couldn't be easier. So I would just take 200 times 0.5 and divide it by 1.5. That is all I would do. So let's look at these sample problems. What volume of water should be added to? Here's the two numbers that are together. There's the loner. Multiply and then divide. 10.19 times 8 divided by 1.5. I don't know what that number is. Let me type it in real quick. So 54.34. So I would have to add 54.34 milliliters of water in order to make this solution. In case you're wondering how I find the unit of the answer, it's the one that's with your loner. Or sorry, that's not your loner. So molar and molar disappear. I'm left with milliliters. Okay, you can do these, and you can do all of them in your homework now if you simply multiply pair, divide by loner. I'm done. That's the last video I'm going to make. I hope that you paid attention and that you're pretty well done with your homework. On Monday, I'm going to check your lab books to see if your homework's done. We're going to review on Monday, and we're going to take another short test, just like we did a little while ago, on the math section. So come ready to learn. Tell all your choir friends that missed today, today being the 27th of January of 2011. My wife's concerned that people will be confused in the future. If you're in the future listening to this, Mr. Davidson used to be really skinny and good looking. But moving on from that, tell your choir friends that missed today they need to watch all these videos. They're on the web page that they can look at as well. Okay, work on your homework, study for your test. Thanks for your patience.